Hey y'all, Dekumon here and welcome back to FF14 Heavensward. Last time we finished up the Shadow of Mach. And since we're on kind of a pirate kick after hanging out with Sky Pirates for a few episodes, I figured it's a good time to knock out one of the lingering dungeons before we get into the 3.3 storyline, which is why we're here with Master Denston once again. And if you remember the old Realm Reborn playthrough, you might understand why we're here, because we're headed back to Hullbreaker Isle, it looks like. Well, look who's back in Nimsalaminsa. Me and the chief were just talking about you and the wench. You know, come to think of it, wait here. I'll go and get him. It's his resting day, but he wanted to speak to you. Something about Hullbreaker. You know, what about Hullbreaker? Place getting invaded? You know, swarmed by beastmen? What the hell's going on now? Glad to see you back, Dekumon. Every time I hear your name, I'm reminded of how you helped me salvage that coffer from Hullbreaker Isle. You did me a great favor, lad. Though the rumors of Miss Beard's treasure soon died down, I couldn't abide the thought of having the heart picked apart by vultures. So I petitioned the Admiral to sanction the establishment of a camp on the island for the purpose of hosting training exercises. Ah, I see. So that's why we're going. Kind of a nice excuse for a dungeon. I reasoned that the place was remote enough to give our recruits a proper taste of combat. But truth be told, with all the administrative duties asked of them these days, I'm more worried about our finest going soft. Sparring with your comrades might keep the rust from your blade, but it won't stop it going dull. That being the case, I thought I might ask for your help in a little sharpening exercise. Remind them what it feels like to be in a real fight. Aye, the chief was hoping you might run the Maelstrom's training gauntlet and give our elites a good going over. Nothing too rough like, just a few missing teeth and the odd cracked rib, savvy? Assuming you're willing, come and find me at the Morby Dry Docks when you're ready, and I'll arrange passage to Hullbreaker for you and your mates. I like this. This is such a cool excuse to go back to a dungeon. Anyway, we need to head and find Destin, but as I was saying, this is such a cool way to reintroduce a dungeon. I mean, the place was, you know, basically hazardous territory before I went and cleaned it out. So what do? They go and turn it into a training island. Of course, with everything else going on, I'm sure the frickin' Limps of Laments and Grand Company could use some proper training. After all, I did hand you guys your yellow little butts back in the Grand Melee. Ever since we took over control of that rock, it's been my job to keep an eye on the skies over the Elites. When the misty mane of the Doxy's pole sweeps in, there ain't no point weighing anchor, as you can see nailed in front of your face. Long story short, I have to stay here and watch the weather, but I'll be listening out for a word of how you got on. Thanks for agreeing to do this, by the way. Having a fabled hero like yourself go through the same regiment as the infantrymen will do wonders for morale. Anywho, the weather seems to be behaving just now, so let me know when your crew's ready to be ferried over. We'll get everything else in place in the meantime. Give the Storm Elites a bloody dose for me, eh? Oh, will do. Will do. Hullbreaker Isle hard. Now accessible. Oh dear, this one should be fun. There we are. There's the dungeon I was looking for. To the chagrin of countless treasure hunters, the golden coffer of the legendary Mistbeard was not to be found on Hullbreaker Isle. Nope, I got there first. And so, like the mist which had withdrawn to reveal the isle, did those ambitious souls depart to seek fame and fortune elsewhere, allowing Ensar Salferson, whose name I just butchered, to quietly petition Admiral Merlweb for permission to repurpose it as a training ground for Maelstrom recruits. The Storm Marshal would have you be the first to brave this gauntlet, that you might pitch yourself against the Isle's fearsome fauna and the Maelstrom's elite, and in so doing rouse their spirits. Will you give the Storm officers a beating they will not soon forget, or will they stand triumphant at the last and shout that they have bested the Warrior of Light? Not on my watch, baby. Not on my watch. Well, the music has definitely changed a little bit. Honestly, if I didn't know this was just a training exercise, I'd be a little worried. Although they do seem to have some pretty big beasties here. Oh, lots of beasties. Wow. All right, what are we looking at? An Astro, a Ninja, and a Bard. Okay, shouldn't be anything special here. Let's get those Maven muscles warmed up, shall we? Start with some beasties. Get all these battle raptors pulled together. Shouldn't be a problem. The eye level of this dungeon is not high. Like, this was released in 3.3, so it's not low, but it's definitely not high enough to be a huge challenge. Unfortunately, we can't do a huge amount of fat pulling because, as you can see, they've kind of got this sectioned off. That War Ox is a problem. Let's get everybody pulled together, turn them away from the group because I really do want the big old cones pointed at my team. And we'll start working down the War Rocks. Oh, hi. Yeah, we stunned that shit. Also, you might have noticed this random little puddle that's just appeared on the ground. That is a buff for any mob standing. As you saw, they were getting haste and damage up, and the big guy, kind of hard to get him out of that puddle, to be honest with these little ones. Nah, these little ones are so easy to get out of there. And everybody is handling themselves very, very well. This music is still crazy. Oh! Jackals. There we go. Oh, a little laggy there, I see. Might be for the best that I'm only doing this dungeon tonight, because if we're gonna have lag problems, then I don't want to get into anything bigger. Probably should actually be, you know, burning some shells and such. Guys aren't actually dropping terrible experience. About 5,000 for those jackals. Oh, he's got a big old coral. All right, over here, big guy. Uh-oh. Another one of those puddles. Come on. Come on, I want you out of the puddle, dude. There you go. Over here. And, oh my God, I knew it. He dropped another puddle. You dingus. Over here. I know, it's kind of superfluous that I pulled him out of the puddle at the last second, but hey, I wanted to. And also, I see the bridge definitely looks a lot better than the last time we were here. And there's no monkey over here waiting to pelt me with his crap. No, instead I get to deal with crap of another type. Captain Ronson and the Sanguine Sirens. This one isn't really a boss fight as much as it's just like a mob rush, coupled with a lot of wild AoE patterns. So basically you don't have to do much beyond just tank the ads that you can tank, because a lot of these ads you can't tank. Like this one, this guy just will not be tanked. I can stun his ass though. Keep him from coming after my healer, because that's what he wants. He wants my healer. Whereas these random little loadswomen are gonna cause me no end of trouble. I think, yeah, I can tank the tar girl here. She's about the only one here I can tank. The one shooting the line AoEs, nope, no such luck. And I have no charges left. Oh, hello. Like I said, big old AoEs as they cut loose with the cannons. That everybody? The music's still going. I think we're still up. Another set of 4 loadswomen. More AoEs, just dodging the AoEs. Constantly dodging AoEs. God, that takes so long to recharge. I really hope the cooldown comes down on my little gap closer, because dang. Oh. And now a bit of everything. A tar girl, a battle coral. Get stunned, bitch. Not even giving you the upper. That's a lot of AoEs right in the center. She did not care. Unfortunately, they can't hit each other. You know, probably too much to ask for that. Oh, that's a line of circles. And I think we got them all. Yep. Keep in your pants, Roswin. Oh, hey, there's the monkeys. Jungle Sasquatches. All right, this I actually can pull a wee bit. Although, let's not go past this, because these guys can hit hard if I'm not paying attention. So, Rampart up, and let these guys just burn them down. I think I've got, oh, no mercies on cooldown. That's okay. I can still do Fang Claw. One more AoE for the old road. Change targets, and pop a cap in that ass. Thank you. Moving on. I don't remember what the second boss of this dungeon is. I know the first one, and I know the third one, but the second one's just freaking escaping me. And it's irritating. Oh, there's a lot of Sasquatches. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't pull the tiger and the other two all the way up here. If you guys are gonna be a problem, yep, they're throwing crap at me again. Just what I wanted to see. More poo thrown in my face. Thank you. You three gonna come down to play? Ah, they are actually going to come down and play. There we go. Got everybody's attention. Doing good. Little no mercy action for a Fang and Claw combo as I wreck this one. Actually, swap targets because, yeah. Always good idea to be constantly rotating targets whenever possible as a tank. Just to kind of keep the aggro going. If you're not gonna mash AoEs, then rotate targets. That's the next best thing. Oh. And the doors just randomly fall off when I'm done. That is super plot convenience, but hey, I'm not complaining. Oh, that's a big hole. Oh, now I remember the boss. These guys were the big hint. It's a Ymir. Oh, that's a classic Final Fantasy boss. Oh, there's things about to happen here that I want to avoid. Called piles of spoo everywhere. Takes care of everybody. And what is the eye level of this stuff right now? 215. All right, here's some mirror. So far, nothing really big to write home about. Oh, there we go. There was something special. Right, he's gonna throw out these puddles. And yeah, if you get marked, walk into a puddle. Just watch what happens to me and watch what happens to them. I take nothing, they get spanked because they're not in the puddles. The puddles ground you against electrical attacks. Kind of a handy thing. Downside is, of course, walking into the puddles means that you're rooted and you're basically stuck there. Thin ice, haven't seen this in a while. Everybody's nice and far apart. Don't need to worry about anything, that's perfect. Go ahead and flash freeze again. We've got these icicles that just dropped. I kind of want to avoid being near them because I think that, yeah, they explode. As everybody else tries to maneuver desperately to get out of the way. And of course, now we get to play Mega Volt into the puddles during the ice. You guys really need to get into those puddles. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. Because, wow, that looked painful. Like, ooh, that's, oh. He had a tether between two of them too. But unfortunately we didn't get to see what it did because we dropped him too fast. Oh well. Another item, which I do not need. Another speed boost, which I do need. And another swan dive off a cliff, which I'm so glad they removed fall damage in dungeons because damn. That would have dropped me to 1 HP in a heartbeat. And you'd have to sit here and wait. All right, finally. We got some proper fights against the Maelstrom Elites. These guys are almost like micro bosses. First up, we got these two yahoos, Low Tide and High Tide. And they both just gave themselves a nice big old damage buff. Well, I'll stun one of them. I can't stun them. I can't stun them. All right, irritation. Anyway, one just tried to do a line, the other tried to do a cone. Nothing to these guys, nothing at all. Oh, and they're swapping up their mechanics again. Unfortunately, your damage buff's worn off, High Tide. So, not sure what you're gonna do about that, other than just, you know, drop there. All right, next up's a tricky little 3-fer. And it's tricky because of this little bastard, if memory serves. Oh, no, it's the other one. It was the other one. Oh, yeah, see, he just did it. He stabbed the, he went stealth mode and stabbed the healer. I forgot which one was the troublemaker. Because they're all in ninja stance. And I have actually seen that hit wreck a poor healer's day. They literally died from it. So, dear God, be careful of that hit. Now, granted, those days are kind of long past. Anyway, Ricket here is kind of our doorman for the final boss. And as always, just not much. I mean, I'll blow a no mercy on you just to kind of speed through this a wee bit faster. I'll even give you one of those. And she just gave herself a damage boost, and I can't do anything about it because, once again, she's stun immune. And she's shitting me with, oh no, she wasn't. I ate that when I shouldn't have, but that's okay. Because we're already here at the final boss. And who should it be but the big guy himself? All right, Grand Storm Marshal Slafson. This one has been a long time coming. You will be my final opponent indeed. Man, no need to apologize. If you want to get your feet wet in the fray, go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. Ooh, damn. Oh, Merlewip's, Merlewip's calling you out. Oh, I see where this is going. Hey guys, you didn't think this was the real fight, did you? No. Yeah. It's time we fight Mistbeard. The true Mistbeard. Yeah, if you didn't remember, this guy was the actual Mistbeard. Okay, he's gonna shoot that keg, if memory serves. Yep, and then it goes kaboom! Oh, Jesus. We've been stanked upon. We have been stanked upon. So what you need to do is find one of the right potions. If you open the wrong box, then you explode, and bad things happen to you. Other than that, the fight's really simple. I mean, it's more of just a showcase off actually, you know, getting a chance to fight the legendary Mistbeard. So, fight's not too bad. Fight's really easy. Do be warned though that you cannot cleanse off that poison he gives you. You have to get a potion out of the chest. And he may actually show that mechanic again, but I think we're gonna drop him before he gets to it. Oh no, barrels again. Yep, there he goes. Kind of figured that would be all she wrote. All right, we have conquered the legendary Mistbeard. Ooh, I gotta say, I like some of the outfits of the crew here. Those are looking good. And I have to go all the way back to Denston and Limsa. Seriously? You couldn't teleport me there? Okay. I'll see you guys there. Won't take me long. Don't worry, Denston. I didn't spank the Grand Marshal too badly, but now I can definitively say that the Warrior of Light has bested the legendary Mistbeard. Well, how was it? Did You give them elites to hide into their lives or what? Come on, out with it! Patience, lad. All of Limsa will know the tale ere long. Speaking of, I keep forgetting he wears glasses. Did you have glasses built into the mask? It was a sight to behold, that much I will say. Dekumon and his comrades carved their way through beasts and men alike like a cutter through a swell. Not even a visit from the Sirens and the Krakens could slow their pace. Eh? Pirates turned up at the drill? What in the seven hells did they want? They wanted our butt whooping, of course they did. Why, to do their civic duty, of course. They invited themselves as members of the Black Sails unit. You'd be forgiven for forgetting, but the pirate powers are still bound to the Maelstrom by the Guardian Accord. Of course, they never deigned to take part in our exercises, and we've long since stopped asking. As for why they chose to grace this one, I reckon word got out that the Warrior of Light would be facing our finest, and they fancied to go themselves. I saw no reason to deny them. Ha! Admit it! You wanted to see if them old cutthroats could still hold their own in a fight. Begging your pardon, Chief, but are you alright? You look a bit sore. Don't tell me you! I deemed it good for morale, but I did not come here to speak of that. Dekumon, the Maelstrom is grateful for your participation. May you sail with us till the sea swallows all. Good day, gentlemen. Good day to you too. And thanks for showing off just a wee bit. It was fun. I'd have stowed away on the ferry if I'd known the chief would be fighting. Seeing you in action must have woken the spirit of the golden age in him. Though, I doubt he'd be as spry now as he was back then. I hope you didn't give him too bad of a beating. Legends like Mistbeard never get old. But the chief, well, he's just a man. But let's keep this little chat between ourselves, eh? Good to see you again, Dekumon. Thanks for helping out the chief. Oh, no, it was my pleasure. I got to enjoy the hell out of this. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for this nice little short episode. I do not want to get into the main patch right now. One, it's a little hot, and two, it's kind of late, so probably a bad idea. But don't worry, we will get to it in the next video, I promise. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Eorzean adventures. And reminder, I will be starting a new LP late this week, and I'm pretty sure you can guess which one it's going to be. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Like a spring step back, two step, one, two step.